Welcome to CBS This Morning. Our friend and colleague Mike Wallace was one of the most important figures in the history of television news. Mike died on Saturday at the age of 93.
His hard-nosed approach and unique style of reporting set the tone for 60 Minutes, and that was just part of his unique career in broadcasting that began in the 1930s. His colleague Morley Safer looks back now at Mike's remarkable life.
He was doing what? With you. Why? 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 Why are you so reluctant? Why?
For half a century, he took on corrupt politicians, scam artists, and bureaucratic bumblers.
Come on out. You don't want to talk to me?
His visits preceded by the four dreaded words, Mike Wallace is here.
I don't understand. They must be ashamed of something. I'm nosy and insistent.
So insistent, there were very few 20th century icons who did not submit to a Mike Wallace interview. He lectured Yasser Arafat on violence.
Mr. Chairman, there are Palestinians who would like to kill you.
He asked the Ayatollah Khomeini if he was crazy.
And he calls you, Imam, forgive me, his words, not mine, a lunatic.
He traveled with Martin Luther King.
Remain strong because...
And he interviewed Malcolm X shortly before his assassination.
I probably am a dead man already.
I came here with a belief.
He was no stranger to the White House, interviewing his friends, the Reagans. There he was with John Kennedy, with Lyndon Johnson.
So you think that next time around?
With Jimmy Carter, even with Eleanor Roosevelt.
Make a noise.
Plus all those remarkable characters.
Come on, Mike.
Leonard Bernstein, Johnny Carson, Luciano Pavarotti, Janis Joplin, Tina Turner, Salvador Dali, Barbra Streisand.
What are you trying to prove? Nothing.
His take no prisoner style became so famous, he even spoofed it with comedian Jack Benny.
I'm not going. I don't have to answer any questions. I don't.
It's hard to believe, but when Mike was born in 1918, there wasn't even a radio in most American homes, much less TV.
I was a pretty good kid. You know, I was an overachiever, and I worked very hard, played a hell of a fiddle.
Grades will be out next week. Oh.
At the University of Michigan, where his parents hoped he'd become a doctor or lawyer, he got hooked instead on radio. And by 1941, Mike was the announcer on The Green Hornet.
Ride with Britt Reed as he races toward another thrilling adventure. The Green Hornet strikes again.
Hello, I'm Mike Wallace with real news.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
When television arrived in the 1950s, Mike was everywhere.
It's Procter & Gamble's Golden Fluffo.
Good evening, I'm Mike Wallace. The show is Night Beat.
But it was an interview show called Night Beat, first broadcast in 1956, that Mike remembers fit him like custom-made brass knuckles.
What do you know about that? Who in the United States is qualified? What kind of people are your friends?
We decided, let's ask the irreverent, the abrasive, the who gives a damn question.
60 Minutes, Volume 1, Number 1.
So when 60 Minutes was born in 1968, Mike brought with him his Nightbeat persona and contributed 40 years worth of nosiness, impertinence, and, of course, drama.
Now, wait just a moment.
Hold it a minute, goddammit.
Mike loved to mix it up with producers, editors, even his fellow correspondents.
I mean, we were colleagues and competitors at the same time.
It's been a very bumpy and satisfying road.
That's exactly right.
It was 65 years from Mike's first appearance on camera, a World War II film for the Navy.
This ain't no scuttlebutt, sailor, so what you waiting for?
To his last television appearance.
You think that people are going to believe you?
A 60 Minutes interview with Roger Clemens, the baseball star trying to fight off accusations of steroid use.
And never an anabolic steroid?
Never.
65 years. It's strange, but for such a tough guy, Mike's all-time favorite interview was the one with another legend, pianist Vladimir Horowitz. For Mike, a red, white, and blue kind of guy, Horowitz played The Stars and Stripes Forever. It almost brought tears to the toughest guy on television.
astonishing what you learn and feel and see along the way. That's why a reporter's job, as you know, is such a joy.